Hey guys! So as promised, I'm now going to talk about my favorite high-end beauty products of 2013. Now, if you watch my channel, my videos at all, you know that I don't really buy a lot of high-end makeup, and even when I do, I feel silly because there's so much good stuff at the drugstore. And that's what my channel initially started out being, and it still is. If you watch my videos, you know the majority of what I talk about is drugstore stuff. But I think, you can only be on YouTube and watch so many YouTube videos before you start seeing some of these amazing products that people talk about. And I think that's what's happened to me over the last year. I've discovered so many wonderful things in the drugstore, and I've also discovered a few things that are high-end that I think are worth the money, because I know that I have, I've watched so many videos where so many different people said that it was amazing, and I feel better about that. So, used to I'd walk in Sephora and I'm not going to drop 30 bucks or 50 bucks on some of the stuff if I have no idea if I'm going to love it. And so that's the great thing about watching YouTube videos, is you really can, hear some different perspectives on the more expensive makeup, and that way you're not gambling with your money. So, I don't have a ton. Let's see. Okay. I forgot one eyeshadow. Just a second. Okay. Sorry, I don't want to waste your time, but it's just right there, so didn't want to start the whole video over. This sink is wet. Okay. I'm going to start off with two MAC eyeshadows that I've talked about in videos. I don't have a ton of MAC stuff. Actually, these are the only, there's 3 MAC products in this video, and that's all that I've bought this year. Because, again, I just don't want to go spend a lot of money on makeup when there's so much good stuff in the drugstore. But my husband bought these eyeshadows for me as a treat. One day we were shopping and he was like, pick out a couple eyeshadows, and I was like, alright, I'll do that. The first one is Retro Spec, and I really do like it. It's like a taupey, silvery, I don't know, it kind of has, it's a special color. I can't say that there's an exact dupe that I've seen in the drugstore, but I've seen shadows that are very, very similar. Hard Candy at Walmart has one that's very similar to this. So I can't say that this is irreplaceable. I do like Retro Spec, but I think if I had the choice to purchase it again, I wouldn't, because it's just not that special. So I like it, but the one that I think is so special is Expensive Pink. It is kind of like in your rose gold category. I have it on today. I can give you a little close up. And it's kind of like it's warmer than rose gold. It's more pink gold, It's called Expensive Pink, but I'm not normally one to buy pink eyeshadows, but this is something different. It's just gorgeous, and I love how it blends, and it looks like there's more dimension going on than there is. I wear this all by itself normally. I don't do a crease color, and I just really love it. Oh, do you guys like my nails? I did them last night. Anyway, I'm really proud of them because normally they turn out really ugly. So, they're kind of messy, but point is, this is amazing. And I don't know if I'll repurchase it for a while, but it's one of those that I don't know of a dupe for it really. And it was money well spent. So I like to find, if I'm going to go to MAC, I want to buy the eyeshadow that is going to be kind of irreplaceable or just special, So I highly suggest Expensive Pink. The MAC product that I was bummed about, now this, you're going to be shocked. This is the only MAC lipstick I've ever owned or bought. I know everyone raves about them, but lipstick, I love bright colors, and there's so many good bright colors in the drugstore that I just and then I go in and I look at all the lipsticks and I get overwhelmed at MAC, and I'm like, I don't know what that's going to look like on my lips, and I don't really want to spend that much anyway, so I normally just go look and then walk out. I have been considering getting Cream Cup, because I know a lot of people go on about how that's a really good kind of neutral pink color. This is Pure Zen. I've used quite a bit of it because I'm stubborn and I'm trying to like it, but I told the lady that I wanted a a nude that would show up. Now this is, as you can tell, it shows up on my skin. And it's peachy nude. And you know, when I swatched it at the store, I thought, yeah, that'll show up. That'll be good. And you know, I told her I wanted a nude that was really beautiful that wouldn't get lost in my face. And she suggested this Pure Zen. And I don't know what it is, but it just does not look, I'm disappointed with it. Every time I put it on, it looks kind of frosty and it doesn't have color to it. Like, not enough anyway. And it's crazy because it is super pigmented on my hand. I mean, for a nude color. But when I put it on, it just doesn't, it's not flattering. And I really don't even like the formula. It's a cream sheen, which I know a lot of people like, but I'm always wanting it to be more creamy, I guess. So I really am not impressed with this. And I think I will definitely do some serious research if I ever buy a MAC lipstick again. Because everyone raves about them, and I was just not impressed. I've bought so many wonderful nudes this year from the drugstore, and that one was like one of the least favorite nudes, so not worth the money. The nude that I have been loving, though, that I don't know if it's worth the money. I don't know if I should have spent this much money, but I love it. I got one of the Urban Decay. Well, let me just say, first of all, the reason I got this is because I got a sample of the new Urban Decay lipsticks. What is the line called? I don't know if there's a name for the line, but they're very long wearing, and the formula is pretty amazing. Okay, checking my time. I got this color, Anarchy, in either Birchbox or Ipsy, I can't remember which, and I love it. Every time I wear it, I get so many questions, like, what's that lip color you're wearing? And I love these because they're kind of, it's fun. I'm wearing this one. It's funny because they're not matte, but they're not super, they do have a sheen to them, but they're long wearing and they just feel amazing, and they just look amazing when I put them on. Like, I've worn this 2 or 3 times and I love it. And I did start thinking, man, I think I really want to try a more standard color in this line. And so I think I got this shortly after Christmas, or was it shortly before? I got this with Christmas money. But I went in and I got the color Naked in this line. And it's kind of like a pinky nude. I don't know if it looks, in the tube it looks similar to L'Oreal Ferris Nude, but maybe a little darker. When it goes on, it is kind of a pinky nude. But as it wears throughout the day, it kind of oxidizes and turns more peachy on my lips, but I still like it. And the reason I like this so much is because it's long wearing, and so for a nude to be long wearing, I don't have any nudes from the drugstore. As much as I love my nudes from the drugstore, I don't have any that are super long wearing, and that's frustrating because I don't want to constantly have to, you know, reapply. And I like the balm stains, but I haven't found a balm stain that I like the color of on my lips. Am I making sense? Haven't found a neutral nude, or My Lips But Better color that looks right on my lips. Even that Honey by Revlon and the balm stains that everyone goes on about, it's okay, but I don't love the way it looks on my lips. So the point is, I justified buying this beautiful, expensive lipstick because I wanted a really good nude and a great formula that would last. And I have been loving this. I've been wearing it at work a lot because at Lane Bryant, you know, I can't just run and get stuff out of my purse all the time. I'm walking around, I'm helping people, and our purses are locked up. So, you know, I need to put something in my pocket that's going to last. So I'll put this, or sometimes I'll add one of my tinted lip balms, you know, put those in my pocket. So if I need color, I can grab this, or if I need moisture, you know. Point is, I really love this, and I don't know if there's really a dupe for it at the drugstore because it's so long wearing, and I haven't really found a good, beautiful nude that lasts, except this one. And I can give you guys a little close-up. That's what it looks like. But I really love it. So I've heard they have some really good ones in that line. So in my experience, the 2 that I've tried I really love. You guys probably seen me talk about this Stila in the Garden palette. I got this on Black Friday for $20. Just, you know, I thought it was a great price for a good palette by Stila. And I have been really liking it. I like probably these 4 shades the most. They're beautiful. And then, you know, it's great to have some light colored matte shades for the brow bone. The darker ones, I mean, the bright colors I haven't really messed with too much because they're so dark and pigmented, but they are really beautiful blendable shadows. So this is something I have been loving. And you guys know, everyone knows that this is like the most amazing thing that's come out recently. And I didn't think I'd be able to get it, but I was gushing to my husband about how this is the first naked palette that I actually think I will try to buy, like eventually. Because the first two I don't have because I just couldn't justify the cost. And yeah, they're pretty shadows, but I was just like, no, I'm not gonna, I don't want to dream about that. But, my husband surprised me and got this for me for Christmas, and it's so amazing. I've been wearing it every single day except today. I am wearing Expensive Pink by MAC today because I really wanted to show you guys the uniqueness of that shadow. But these are beautiful, beautiful colors. I really love Trick. It looks like just a gold, but when you put it on, it has another dimension, that like pinkish or rosiness, like kind of, it's something different than just a basic gold. I love Dust and Burnout and Limit. I mean, I love everything up until Mugshot, and then I have not tried the two darker ones because that's just how I roll. I'm always scared of the darker shadows. I know eventually I'll bring them out. I think I actually did use a little bit of Blackheart the other night just to experiment. So they're all amazing, beautiful rose gold shadows, and I have to say, if you're gonna splurge on a palette, I can definitely say this is my favorite palette that I've ever owned. And I haven't owned very many palettes, but it's amazing. I love it. I'm gonna get so much use out of it this year. I don't know if I'll even be talking about many eyeshadows this year because I have so many good ones and I don't really need any more, but you know, I always end up getting more stuff anyway. And then I got the Lorac Pro palette. This is something I bought for myself. As you've probably heard, it is amazing. I could live without either one of these palettes. Like, I'm so excited I got this for Christmas, but I'd be fine with just this, or I'd be fine with just this. I mean, these two, I have to say, are like the most amazing high-end, you know, makeup purchases or gifts I've ever received. I don't know if I'm making sense. The point is, this is amazing. I feel so blessed to have it, and I know I'm going to be using it for years because these shadows are so pigmented. It only takes a little bit, and they're amazing. And I love that the top row is matte, checking the time, and I love the shimmery bottom row. I need to rush, but I will say the Lorac Pro palette came with this behind the scenes eye primer, and it's been wonderful. I can't say that there's not a dupe at the drugstore because I love my drugstore primers, so I probably would not purchase this full size, but I just wanted to give it an honorable mention. And then the Naked 3 palette came with a bunch of sample sizes of the Urban Decay eye primers, which everyone knows are amazing. I like the one called Sin. I just finished that one, and I just started Eden, and I like them. They keep my eyeshadow on, and they're good. But again, I would not purchase in full size because there's so many good primers at the drugstore. I really only want to buy things high-end that I cannot find a dupe for or something, you know, just as amazing at the drugstore. This is it's not really super high-end. It's a Sephora shadow, but I thought I'd throw it in here. It's called Outrageous Metallic Peach, and these were on clearance for a while at Sephora, and I don't know if you guys got a hold of them, but I got this one, and it's amazing. It's just a great, you know, really, really metallic shadow, and there's a ton in here, so I really like their little metallic eyeshadows. Last one, I'm really gonna have to make this quick. Party Proof Red Velvet lipstick. It's matte, and it's amazing, and I've loved it. I've used it so much this year, and it's $17. I just checked the website. So this is a great matte red that lasts and lasts. Okay, love you guys. Bye.